This is embarrassing. I don't know if you can tell by my raggedy appearance, but I've not been feeling the vibes. My floor, it's beginning to get cluttered again, so it's time for a Sunday reset. Or my desk, because I feel like a big part of the Sunday reset for me is getting work and things done that I've had to get done this week and I've procrastinated, and I just need to get it out of the way. So it's almost 6 p.m. right now. I just got dressed. I've been bed rotting all day. It's actually been really bad. I need to tidy up my desk because I don't know if you can see. You literally can't see it all. There's like loads of art supplies because I was painting. Do you want to see my painting? This is my painting that I did yesterday. It took me like maybe an hour. It's watercolors. But I have actual schoolwork to do. I'm off school right now. I was off school all week, so it's embarrassing. I have done nothing. I have homework I need to do. I'm not even finished half of my homework. And then I have study. I literally have exams in a couple of weeks, and I have a test like right when we get back to school for maths. And I'm not great at maths. It's like people who know me are always like, oh, you are good at maths. I'm just being lazy with maths at the moment. But anyway, I'm gonna clean up my desk and I'm gonna get my homework done.
Here we have a clip of me very quickly tidying up my desk. I just had some watercolor pencils and some paintbrushes, and then I started on my homework. I had maths notes to take down because he gave us like an entire chapter to do for the midterm break, and so I was just finishing off some notes. You can see me like writing them out there. I wasn't doing any questions at this point. I was saving the questions till after I had done the notes, because he also gave us questions on top of notes, which was really horrible, but you know.
It's 7:30 right now. I just had dinner and I really just want to finish this one chapter because our homework for the break was to do an entire topic of maths entirely by ourselves and do like a load of revision questions for it, because he was like, okay, your homework is these questions for the break, and we were like, but we haven't done that chapter. And he's like, exactly. I love my maths teacher though. He's a brilliant teacher, but it's a lot of work. So I am on like the third last like chapter of this topic. It's like there's like topics and then like subchapters, and this one has 7 subchapters. So I've been taking notes. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I don't have very much to do. I've gone past like the hard section of this chapter, and then I'm gonna be moving on to a little bit of tidying and self-care.
So after a little break, I just went back to doing my maths notes and some questions. It was pretty boring. It was statistics, so it's a very easy chapter. It was only statistics 1, so it wasn't anything difficult, and then I was just doing some questions or whatever and just getting it done. Really boring, but you know, it has to get out the way.
I'm finally done that chapter, and it is 7:45, so I'm going to quickly run through my little shower routine with you before I go off and have my shower. Okay, we are on my bed right now, so I'm going to show you what I use for my shower routine. Also, I'm not going to show you my like shampoo and conditioner because I literally just use whatever my mom buys. So I really need to get like my own like specific one. I really want to look at like clarifying shampoos. First up, also these are all my summer scented products. So first I use the Soap and Glory Call of Fruity body scrub, which is really nice. It smells amazing. That's what it looks like. It's just orange. I use 2 body lotion things. So I use this one from Nivea, which doesn't really have much of a scent. Like, it just smells kind of clean. And then I also have this one also from Soap and Glory, which is the same scent as the body scrub. And it smells really good. It's really like fresh and summery scented. To wash my hair, I use like this little scalp scrubber because it's meant to like make your hair grow longer or whatever and like help clean it better. I use a loofah. I change it out regularly. I know that like there's other alternatives, but they're cheap and I'm just lazy. And I also have exfoliating gloves. So that's my little shower routine, plus just like random really cheap shampoo and conditioner I definitely need to get better things of. So I will be back in a few minutes.
Real footage of me in the shower.
I'm back from my shower. I look really funny right now. I have benzoyl peroxide sitting on my face because I don't do it overnight. It can bleach your bed sheets. And I have my hair in a microfiber wrap, which I use when I have wet hair, but I don't want to deal with it immediately and like blow dry it. So I keep it in here because the microfiber won't damage my hair, and it'll also keep it wet so that then when I want to do it, it'll be like, you know, I can work with it and blow dry and use my product. So next on my list of things to do is tidying up and hoovering and cleaning my room.
Okay, I definitely believe that a clear space leads to a clear mind. So it's really important for me to always tidy up whenever I'm doing a Sunday reset. I actually really like, you know, sitting down and cleaning anything up, especially if I've had a hectic week, if I've had exams, I've been rushing out the door and I haven't really had time to tidy up after myself. Here I'm putting away all my makeup stuff. I also swapped out some of my products from spring to summer shades, which I think I'll show you in a second. Here we go. I have a darker bronzer and a red blush. This is me tidying up my vanity, just making sure everything's exactly where I need it for the week, so I'm not trying to rush and find stuff.
I still look really funny with this thing on my head, but my room is not tidy. Everything is where it belongs. My bed is still unmade because I'm going to change my sheets, but I think being tidy does not necessarily mean that it is clean, so I'm gonna dust everything down and I'm gonna then after that hoover.
Okay, now is the cleaning part, which I would argue is equally as important, if not more important, than the actual tidying. You can have a clean space, but it can still be dusty and dirty and just not good. Also, I strangely love hoovering. I don't know, there's just something so therapeutic about like going around and like hoovering. It doesn't take very long, and yeah, it's fun, I guess. Maybe I'm just a weirdo.
I've just taken my hair out of my little microfiber wrap, and now I'm going to be starting on doing my hair care. The lighting is really terrible. So the first thing that I do is I have a wet brush, and I only will ever brush my hair with a wet brush while it's like to like get knots out of it while it's wet, because other hairbrushes can damage your hair because your hair is really vulnerable while it's wet, but this one is made specifically to like not damage your hair while it's wet. So I'm just gonna brush out my crazy hair until it's like all smooth, no knots. Okay, so my hair is fully brushed out, no knots, so I'm gonna go in with the Olaplex number 6 bond smoother, which is really good for like smooth, like soft silky hair. So I literally get like, I'll show you, I get a fairly decent amount. I get like that much. All of it's gonna go in the back of my hair now, but I just smooth that through, mostly through like the lengths of my hair, and I put a little bit on the roots. And I take this angel hairbrush that I have and I brush it through really gently, and now I'm gonna blow dry it like for until it's maybe like 20% dry. Okay, so now I have dried my hair a teeny tiny bit. I'm gonna go in with the Color Wow Dream Coat, which is like, what's even saying it, magically transforms texture, amazing humidity proofing powers. It basically stops your hair from getting frizzy. I just like dust my hair in a decent amount of this and brush it through with my little pink brush again. I feel my hair takes longer to dry if I like overload it with too much product at once. Okay, so my hair is like almost fully dry, and I'm gonna show you how I do my heatless curls because people always ask me about that. And this works on like any hair length. I used to do this when my hair was like up to here, and now it's down to here. So my hair is like 90% dry. It's just the teeniest bit wet because it holds the curl better if it's like got a tiny bit of moisture. I use these rods. They're called flexi rods, and I have 6 of them that I use, and that's like what I found to work really well. That much. I brush it out and make sure that it is not got any knots, and then I also brush out with the brush that has some product in. I wrap this around, and then I start to go upwards, and I like make sure that I feed all of my hair into it. And then I go up and I twist until I get it really tight, and then I curl it up into a little donut. And that's one of them, and then I just do that for my whole head. I do 3 on either side.
I want to quickly run you guys through my skincare routine. So I use the Anua Heart Leaf Cleansing Oil to take off my makeup, and then I use the Acne Side benzoyl peroxide cleanser, which is good for acne. That was the Ordinary Niacinamide and CeraVe moisturizer, and I use a gua sha. And here is just me showing, yay! I also forgot to show you guys that I did my nails. They're gel, and they literally took me forever.